In a previous episode of Naruhodo, we sat down with Gerald Oda, head coach of Hawaii's Little League Championship baseball team. Here's part 2 of our conversation.
And what does winning the Little League World Series mean for these kids? What does it mean for you? And what does it mean for Hawaii baseball?
Winning the Little League World Series for these kids, it's validation for them that if they work hard and they stick together as a team, that you can do great things. Of course, sometimes even if you do that, you're not able to accomplish those, but you never know until you try. And I think that was an important lesson for them, about winning the Little League World Series. And for us as coaches, it was about really, building a foundation for them to not become just good baseball players, but become good men in the future, be good fathers, husbands, and just good men that are really respected in the community.
What or who was inspirational to you in your life?
There's multiple men. One is Coach George Gusman. He's the varsity head baseball coach at St. Louis High School. He's somebody that I've tremendously respect and look up to as a coach. I have my good friend Glenn Fujiki, who's always been by my side, supporting me even though he never gets noticed. But if there's one mentor that I really have, it's Daisaku Ikeda. He's the person that really stressed to me the importance of really giving back to the community, and at the same time really how important it is to support the youth today.
And what do you do when you're not coaching baseball?
I try to spend as much time with my wife. She's the #1 fan and supporter. Because coaching takes so much time away from our family life. So definitely I love spending time with my wife, going to the movies, just relaxing, spending time with our dogs.
Do you see any difference the way you coached your team versus the way other coaches coach other teams?
Being that we're born and raised in Hawaii again, we're more laid back. It's not about, although we're playing to win, but that wasn't the important thing. The important thing for us was about making sure that these kids have good positive memories that they can look back upon. And while some of the other coaches at the World Series, it was all about winning, and which is all right. I've been that way before too. That's why. But I've learned that it is more one way, to skin a cat. So should I say so? But yeah, there definitely was a difference in how us being from Hawaii, how we coached our team versus how some of the teams whether it's from other parts of the world or other parts of the country, coach theirs.
Well, Gerald, thank you so much for your time today. Arigatou gozaimashita.
Well, thank you very much for having me here today. So greatly appreciate it.
Well, thanks so much for watching this episode of Naruhodo. I hope you learned something new about Honolulu Little League Baseball and some of the philosophy behind their success. Until next time, I'm JP Lamb.